Places for People is a community mental health center located in the urban core of the city of St. Louis. We work with people who have significant mental health disorders as well as addiction disorders.
And Gateway Housing First develops, owns, and operates permanent supported housing, and we make every effort to make our housing most accessible to people who are essentially least likely to be housed by anyone else.
We felt that by basically transferring the ownership and management of the housing stock we own would both lift up Gateway Housing First and allow a greater impact for our St. Louis community for the population that we're focused on.
It has demonstrated a sincere commitment to collaboration, putting all of our resources in, not holding anything back.
I sincerely hope that this action and what we've done together, Gateway Housing First and Places for People, sets a model to some extent for our region in terms of collaboration. Sometimes you have to give something up to get to a greater good.
Ready by 21 St. Louis is focused on long-term systemic change. We're not in the business of quick fixes. And so that means working to build relationships with young people and with organizations. That means getting people to change the way that they've always done their work. When we're starting to make breakthroughs right now, we can start to see what's possible when people change their mindsets, change the way that they've always done things to work more collaboratively and more effectively together. We need prenatal care, we need early childhood experiences, we need amazing schools for all children and those pathways to fulfilling careers. St. Louis can invest in that and support that, and that's really the legacy that I hope St. Louis is able to achieve with the help of Ready by 21. We've got to be able to invest and support every one of our kids like they're our own. Ultimately, Ready by 21 is trying to change the way that leaders do their work, make decisions, which will change the way that programs function, but long-term change the outcomes for kids.
The St. Louis Area Diaper Bank is an organization sort of like a food bank, but with diapers. What we do is streamline the collection and distribution of diapers to nonprofit partners for them to distribute diapers to the clients that they're serving. When they have to purchase diapers, they're making really tough decisions between paying their bills, like utilities and rent, and purchasing diapers, and we feel like that's a problem that needs to be fixed. And we know that when parents are less stressed, they have more ability to have those loving, bonding moments with their child. Over 95% of families tell us that they feel less stressed when they have the diapers that they need. Families also tell us that they feel like better parents. They feel like they're more able to manage what's going on with their child. This conversation around access to basic needs is an important conversation, and I think the Diaper Bank is really bringing that conversation to new light in the region. I hope that the Diaper Bank's legacy will be uniting child-serving and family-serving agencies in the St. Louis region. Families can't accomplish the larger tasks that all of these amazing agencies are helping them accomplish if their basic needs aren't met.
TRex is a nonprofit tech incubator, co-working space, and innovation conference center dedicated to creating jobs and industry in the St. Louis region, but more specifically downtown St. Louis. Now we house over 214 companies in our space. Not only are you going to get access to great low-cost, world-class space, but also the people that can fund or mentor you to accelerate that business idea along even faster. We have not only all of these tech companies colliding in one space, but a number of organizations that support them in some way also located in the same space. We've created over 1,600 jobs with companies that are currently in TRex as well as ones that have outgrown us and have stayed downtown. So over 1,600 jobs in downtown St. Louis, which has created over $223 million in economic output in the downtown region alone. A strong city is only as strong as its urban core, and if we can really focus on strengthening the urban core of downtown St. Louis, only good can come from all the areas that surround it.
We know that there's a lot more work to be done, and yet to get the acknowledgement that what we're doing is being recognized, that what we're doing is beginning to make a difference in both how the community thinks about kids and collaboration and the real products we've been able to accomplish through collaboration focused on kids.
Being recognized for the impact that we're having on the St. Louis community really means to us that our hard work is seen, and that really we are doing something in the community that's changing families' lives and therefore, changing the health of our community overall.
People that are supportive of something that not only brings jobs but brings more wealth and really opens the embrace of St. Louis to more walks of life. We think we're doing that really well, and it's nice to be recognized for that.
Getting this award on behalf of Places for People and Gateway Housing First, I think, is a significant accomplishment for both organizations. We're very happy about it.